There was a man in the front seat looking very worried and concerned about me. They asked where I lived and I told them to just drop me because I can't go home. He asked why and I told him I owed somebody 16 cedis. He asked if I meant 16 million and I said no, I meant 16 Ghana cedis. He laughed and asked the driver to take us to my house. When we got there, he sounded shocked that I lived there alone. Our mad house was already collapsing and I knew deep down my heart that it would one day collapse on me, but I had nowhere else to sleep, so I prayed to God every night to spare me one more night. He asked if I'm sure I can sleep there and I said provided I have my 16 cedis, I can sleep. He gave me 200 cedis in one note. Faith, if not for sorrow that had arrested my heart, I would have jumped, but I had gone through too much that even happiness couldn't find a place in my heart. He left his number and asked me to call him. As soon as he left, I started asking around for where Sister Rahil lived, but no one seemed to know. I changed the money and had the assistant cedis waiting. I couldn't sleep that night. I had just folded myself in the corner of the room, dozing. I heard a motorbike ride into the compound and I got out. It was one person. I hadn't seen him before though, so I just handed over the money to him. I went inside feeling relieved. I slept calmly and peacefully as usual. I asked God to spare me one more night. After a short while of sleeping, I felt another tap on my thigh. I woke up terrified and it was the same guys that came the night before, asking for the money. I told them one of them had already come for the money and they were even more provoked by what I said. The guy with the machete almost cut me, saying I'm taking them for a fool. I swore to them, but they said I would have to pay again since they don't know the person who came for the money. I didn't have 16 cedis itself, so I gave them another 20 cedis from the money and they left. I couldn't sleep again that night. I had a very deep reflection of my life. I accepted that I was scammed by my family. Nobody called me. Nobody cared. I felt too much pain when I remembered certain things, so I restrained myself from thinking about them. It was morning. The pains in my legs were going down. I was sweeping the compound when an area friend came by. I was so pleased to see someone coming to visit me. It gave me so much hopes. We had a long conversation and she asked if I'm going for the wedding. Which wedding? I asked and she looked shocked by my question. Then she said, Enyo, you don't know your sister is getting married? I said, no. Good for her then. Neither of my parents called to tell me anything. I was discarded and forgotten. News about her marriage made me realize time wasn't on my side either. After she left, I called the man who helped me with the money to thank him. And he said he was already on his way to my place. I asked him what for and he said he's concerned about my living circumstances. So he's just passing by to check on me. Fast forward, he came with some groceries. For once, I felt seen. We had a chat and I narrated my story of how I ended up in my situation to him. This giant of a man was in tears. I was surprised. He said he had apartments that he had given out for rent in Accra, so he would like me to occupy a vacant one. Me, Enyonam, being favored to an apartment? All my life, I had never seen favor, never